Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a new channel and we're going to start this video off with attempting to repair a WaterPik flosser. Now a little background behind this guy. Family friend just broke on them, so we're going to try to repair it. At first looks here, that button's a little loose. But now it feels good. So situation with this guy is there's no power on it, so we're gonna get it apart. So it appears to be 4 screws in the back here. I believe the brand is WaterPik here, not too sure, but yeah, let me get it plugged in and I'll show you guys there's no power on it. So off camera, this has power. Flip that. I don't think there's any lights on this thing, but you can kind of hear it's not a very good click. So I think maybe the switch is broken, and I know they'd rather have this repaired, maybe not have the switch working or fully intact, but I know they'd rather have this repaired than spend good money and buy a new one. You see the model number here, it is WP100C. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and unplug it and we'll get into it. So we'll go ahead and take out the screws. I'm not sure if we're going to have to remove this as well, but screws are quite deep in there, so let's see how well this goes. Screw. Hopefully I don't have to break out the soldering iron here, that'd be ideal, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, if the switch is broken and there's I don't really have any spare parts, because Ford is new to the repair game, but I love doing it. Just doing it as a hobby, you know. Maybe create some sort of audience that, you know, helps out in the comments and is nice in the comments. I know it's hard to find online these days, but we'll see. Now we've almost got the 4 screws removed here. Let's see what we can do. I'm also not sure. I know the WaterPik I have, you can run without water and it doesn't really hurt. I tested that out at the drugstore. They had one on display and I decided to see if it had power, and it did. So I ran it and it didn't break. So now I know that you can run them without water. I've got all the holes, the screws removed here, and don't break it. Still not working, so let's try and take this guy out. It's tight. I'm also hoping that as a hygiene product, it is not completely disgusting. But who knows? So we'll find out. Maybe I should be wearing gloves for this, but if it was a random stranger on the internet and I bought it off eBay for say as a repair, then I'd probably wear gloves. But so I almost found out the hard way that the cap was the reason it wasn't coming up. So on that note, we have it apart here. So let's put these to the side and see what the issue is. So at a low level here, because I am not an expert by any means necessary. I don't repair for my day job. I repair for fun. So that was that way up. So it looks like we have a little power supply here. Doesn't look anything too special. Looks like that resistor has a little bit of corrosion there. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. A little more. Like that resistor here has a little bit of corrosion on it. There's mains cap, 250 volts. So let's get the test meter and shot here. Back out the test meter and shot here, and put it on 2 volts DC. And let's see if this mains cap has any voltage in it. Doesn't appear to have any voltage in it. Let's change the range here. It doesn't appear to have anything in it, so that's good at least. So let's go into continuity mode here. I've had this meter for long, so it's relatively new, so still figuring out all the ins and outs. So we got continuity in between that, a little bit of a corroded resistor there. So let's see if I can pull this board out here. Meter and shot here. I'm going to a diode check, and we'll check all these diodes in this half bridge rectifier. Full bridge, so I keep calling it half bridge. I don't know if there's some sort of conformal coating on here, or nothing. Let me try to go on the back here. Okay, my diode looks good. Let's try this guy here. Positives on this side. It seems like there's some sort of coating, I guess, with when you have water around something. It seems like it comes in from the mains, goes through the switch, which doesn't look great. It goes in through the switch that are pretty close to bridged, which goes through here. So that appears, so that line comes in on one side of the rectifier, and it converts it to DC, and then goes into this mains cap. And from the mains cap, there's an output right here that goes to the motor. That is my best guess. It seems somewhat decent. So, the switch here. So, let's try. Let's do continuity. It seems like, nope, actually I touched it there, so let's turn the switch off. So it appears the switch is working. Alright, so I got the soldering station set up. And 380 degrees here. So let's see, pretty too hot. As you guys can tell, I am definitely not an expert, or even close. But I would love to learn. So, I watch a lot of repair videos, and, well, I thought I could give it a shot myself. We'll turn this down a little bit. it's like 280, I think, what we had on was a little aggressive. Still, it's not even be hot. This may not be the right tip for the job or something, I don't know. We're really learning here. Well, I got some solder on now. Let's actually turn this back up a bit. Maybe 320 is our magic number. I've got some solder on here. Let's see if we can actually get good reading here. So we're going to go into continuity mode here. So we've got our solder sucker out, and let's see how well we can do here. Solder on there. Cool. Don't shit that on there, just going to keep soldering again. I don't know how great the solder sucker is, to be honest with you. This is all Amazon special kit, so we'll probably should good. Not bad at all. That was real good. I'll get in the way here. Oh, I think we got it actually. Let's see if we can get the output. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Okay. Let's get the capacitor tester and see what's going on. So, I've hooked up the capacitor to the multifunction tester here, and it seems like this capacitor is okay. Okay, so I've got the capacitor soldered back in. I got to do a decent job. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this back in, and I'm going to see if this is not. Oh, there we go. Gross. Yeah. So we're getting 110 volts to the board. So. Over here, and we go from here to here. Do we have continuity? We don't. So maybe we cracked the case. Maybe we figured out that so on that side has continuity there, but on this side, nothing. So maybe we have cracked the case that level of temperature fuse is blown. So, I don't know what the smart thing to do here is. So we did all that loop-de-loop for what? For what? No, I didn't have high hopes, to be honest. So I got that guy out. 250 volt, 2 amp, no fuse, 115 C. Yeah, I'm trying to find one of those. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they remove that and it lights on fire. But I also don't like how they. See, the whole time I thought maybe it was connected down here and those two are grounds because the black wire. And I thought with consumer grade electronics here that you would have red wire to red wire, but I guess not. That's on me for assuming. That wasn't really zoomed in there, but black black lead. That black lead actually goes to ground, and this is 120 volts or whatever the hell it was for DC. That's interesting to me. But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and solder this up. So I've gone ahead and soldered it back on here. Just bypass that little fuse and I'm going to put it back together and report back to see if it's working. Okay, so right here in the bathroom, it's plugged in.